Good morning. Oh, it's an early morning. Check it out. We can do it. I had to get this. So they were posting it on social media, a couple of my friends. And I never make it to the leaders forum. I should go. And so it says that on one side. Let's not spill coffee on my computer this morning. And it says FPEA. So FPEA is the Florida Parent Educators Association. Oh. So I will say I'm a little bit in survival mode. I was totally thinking of you. On Instagram, I showed me squeezing a box of raisins. Every last drip of energy I had out of myself. So yesterday morning, we went to Michael's first thing because they had the planners. And it was kind of an ordeal because the advertisement said that pretty much their entire line of recollections were on sale. But they weren't coming up in the computer, but somebody had already talked to corporate, and so I knew that they were. So I got out there and I got a planner. And I got a planner that has the hours because I'm a visual person and I need to see time laid out like that so I can plan. And I tried writing the hours in myself and it was too much. And I thought like maybe I needed to be more not so stringent. But what I'm finding is after a year of being not so stringent, I need stringent in my planning because what is the right word for it? Just help me with the word. I know WeTree knows the word. Call it spacey. I'd like to call it a social butterfly, but I kind of just like very unorganized in my nature. Not unorganized in my nature, just free in my nature. So having something pinned down and on paper, why is it sketching? That is very stringent, allows me to still maintain order in my free kind of nature. So let me say good morning to WeTree, the House of Littles here at 6 o'clock in the morning. To Ruth, good morning. So House of Littles, you saw my Michael's haul. They had all those deals plus more online. Just saying. I think they're still going, just not the 25% off that. Jessica says organized chaos. I wouldn't call it distractible, but it is distracting. Distractible sometimes has such a negative term to it or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I like to go with the flow of things, but it helps to have things tied down. So I'm hoping to convert over to that. It doesn't start till July 1st, so 30 days. I'm good. I wanted to get all the stickers. I took a picture and I was like, this is what I'm getting. And then I was like, probably not. It's late in the UK. It's a hot day. It's a little chilly here. I'm not going to lie. And then the convention hall was freezing, but thankfully, you know, our perimenopause totally works out in issues like that. It was so good. All right, so what are you saying, Boone? Is it Boone or Boone? So jealous, House of Littles. I'm trying to get my littles to take his butt back to bed. So you must be on the other side. So it must be nighttime, not morning. Or if it is morning, yeah, I would be like, go back to bed. So I'm sorry, I'm a little bit, last night I could barely talk. I was so exhausted. I had such a good day, but I felt like I didn't have nearly the productive day as I would have liked because I ran into, I don't know, like going to Michael's, and then by the time I got started, I just felt like most of my day was already gone by the time I got started. I did the meetup. I had 2 people come see me. One was Tatiana. Tatiana has been on the live show a couple Wednesdays. Completely beautiful person. Actually, this is why you want to do a meetup with me, because I'm like, I love you. And I felt like I kind of got a bestie out of it. And that the whole time I'm like, I'm over like trying to get interviews and I'm over trying to get the right situation. I looked at Tatiana, and this is her first year homeschooling. And I did a video with her. I made her do a video. She was a little bit like, are you sure I don't want to do a video? I'm like, do a video and just tell the world what your experience is as your first homeschool convention, and the fact that she's going to homeschool for the first time next year. So we did that video, and then later on we ended up chumming through the convention hall together. You can hear my throat. And then I was just like, I'm over it. Let's go find your curriculum. I'm like, let me go show you what I love. So Tatiana got a little bit of 100% Just So Trish, and I'll hold your hand and take you and show you my favorite vendors and what I like about what. And I mean, some of my favorite vendors are vendors that never even worked for my family, you know, that have yet to work for my family, but I love them. It just wasn't a fit for my house. Oh, House of Littles isn't like that. I told her that you can go buy them online. Boone says she's only an hour from me. Oh, it's Renee with a B. Renee. You sound so Cajun. Bailey says it's 12:12 here. Protected Muslimah says hello from Australia. Thank you for doing this chat. It helps me with getting the ironing done. You're welcome. Thank you, Eitri. I think I'm really loving these AM chats, and the chats I really loved doing before, and I'd have a little topic and I'd talk about. It's so much effort to edit, and there's such a niceness to being able to actually converse back and forth than it would be than to just record something and post it up there and wait for comments. So I'm trying to figure out, I know it's going to be early, so you always get the opportunity to come back and watch it later. Or for those that need to iron, I'll be there for you. But I think I'm going to see what I can do to institute a good morning chat on here. So Ruth says, I wish I had conventions over here. And Florida is one of the biggest ones. One of the biggest ones, and it's just Florida. It's worth flying into. Okay, Benet, you said 10 years in New Orleans, but I'm in Orlando now. Are you at the homeschool convention? Because come see me. I'm walking around like, I got my shirt. I got one more shirt. I have a white one, but I won't need it. One more shirt to go. And it was hard. So I got to the convention yesterday around 10:30 in the morning. I went in and did little things, caught with a few people, and then I'm like, okay, let me go do the meetup. I'm not gonna lie. That's always a precursor to some information. People person. If you didn't know, I really am a people person. Up and Tatiana comes over. We probably sat there for 2 hours just talking. And finally I'm like, wait a minute, we'll have to get on the phone and talk and get to know each other more. But we need to go, we're here for a convention. Let's go do the convention. And so we like broke it up and after 2 hours. So, and we were sitting in the sun and it was beautiful. And then I get in there and I was just like, I'm tired. Oh, I got in there and I had to I met with Bookshark. And by the way, I have a Bookshark giveaway right here, this little gadget here. I'm going to tell you about it in just a minute. So I'm go through and I do an interview with them. I got a really cool company. So I went and seen Bookshark and I just got to put hands on Bookshark. And that was a really neat experience. I have a wonderful video coming out because they rebuilt their entire 7th level. You know, so there's a sister company to Sunlight. But the difference is that, you know, because I asked them, I'm like, are you secular? And they're like, No, we're not a secular company. They're like, we don't like the term secular. We are faith neutral. We are a faith neutral company. We omit the parts that are typically heavy Christian oriented. We pull them out, and then we give you instruction that this is where you fill in with what is right in your home. And so they're very, very specific about that. They're not secular. And so they rebuilt their 7th grade, and getting to talk to them and get into their curriculum, it was really a neat thing. And even the idea of taking their science portion and turning that into a co-op experience was really a neat thing too. So we talked to them, and they have these really cool, this is actually a telegraph kit that they put together. And at the end, I'm going to do a raffle for this. And they already have it set up. I'm going to write the thank you note and everything. But I'm making Bookshark mail it to you. You're getting this mailed from Bookshark, probably with a catalog to go with it. So what's really neat is this kit makes a little cool telegraph, and you play with it. And it has instructions and a sample lesson plan, and all of that is downloadable. I don't know, my throat, I'm so sorry. And it has like it says a $5 bonus convention coupon. And so right here, if you go to booksharks.com/, I think you'll find the instructions for this even without the kit. So it comes with everything from a battery to wires to like the gadgets. I mean, it's all there. You just kind of need a little board or a piece of cardboard to post it on. And but it's a really neat thing. They have a lot of these. So if you're going to be at a convention, you need to go to that. All right. I think I have to, it all worked out to go to the Illinois convention next week. You need to go. You need to go. I will tell you, one of the things that's been questioned to me on Instagram, because I've been trying to post all the stuff on Instagram. I have to tell you, feeling convicted of just like, we're not homeschooling next year. And reconnecting my love, my hope without it. And hopefully I don't get all emotional because I'm so tired and I'm so emotional. And knowing that I'm taking next year off and it's going to be okay is also the aspect that I wish I was homeschooling. I wish I was buying curriculum. I wish I was, you know, being an active purchaser, which has been nice in my checkbook this year. I'm not buying much, but it definitely, you got to go. It just opens you to so much more. Ruth says, exactly, makes me not feel alone. Maybe I need to come to Florida to the convention. Do it as a vacation because it follows through with Memorial Day. So I think a lot of the convention goers will come here, do homeschool convention, then Sunday and Monday, they do family stuff and, you know, do the sites and all of that. Renee says, I wish both my boys are special needs and I just don't think they'll do well, maybe next year. And it depends on their needs. I mean, there are special needs here, children here. They even do a, FPEA does a special needs convention, if you didn't know that. They do a separate convention. So go online there. I think it happens in about 6 months. It's like halfway across. And I think it happens in Tampa, not Orlando. It's in Tampa. Hassel says, I'm really enjoying the morning chat. Thank you. Ruth says, I am interested in Bookshark. Any help you could give me would be wonderful. I will tell you, because we were going to use Bookshark this year, and we don't have the need, but a lot of their levels cover 3 to 4 years. There's not really a grade on it. You know, the 7th grade level was very much 12 to 14 or 10 to 13. No, it was 10 to 13 was the grade levels. And because of that, I would actually put 3 of my children into that level. I'd put my 9-year-old, my 11-year-old, and my 12-year-old. Now, they're like, oh, you're 9-year-old. But that level that I would use, 7 was level 5. The level I would use on level 5, I believe, in my opinion, pairs up really well, like level 1. Look at the levels and look at the descriptions that you're doing, especially if you have a lot of kids, and see what 2 levels really match, because it's almost that classical education style where you cover this topic and then you cover the, cover topic 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you repeat 1, 2, 3, 4. And so with that going on, I feel like if you have to cover several topics, it would almost be easier to match the topics up, even if you're a little bit in and out of the level, and just accommodate that in your curriculum is nice. I really like that about Bookshark. I really enjoyed getting to meet them and seeing what they're bringing in for science and technology. They even have programming coming out, which was nice. So from there I went, I spent some time with them. I then went and moved on to Yellow Spot. Really, really neat. This is a homeschool mom company. So there's quite a bit of them here. I don't know if they're at your homeschool conventions, where it's homeschool moms just like us that are building curriculum based on what their passion and interest is. So Marissa there actually came, her husband came to me and was like, come find us, please come back and see us at the booth. So I went and seen them. And there's Yellow Spot. You guys need to click on Yellow Spot where the dots are and follow her on YouTube. So Marissa, I'm totally talking about you, so just sit back and probably turn red. So it was really neat. I got to go meet Marissa there at Yellow Spot, and she is a homeschool mom who was a public school art teacher. I believe I have that right, art teacher. And so she was teaching art, locally, and what she's done is she's decided to bring that to us. Okay, so I'm sure you've come across other art programs, and there's a lot of other very involved online art programs where you watch a video and you remake the art. I've seen them, I've purchased them, and what I'm going to tell you is different that I've already seen with Marissa at Yellow Spot is she does it differently. So she is a online video based curriculum or instruction for art, and then she's building these like almost little theme works, just kind of like the way that Bookshark does the levels, or My Father's World, where there's a topic. And so she has, the first one is, correct me if I'm wrong, the first one she showed me was like the Impressionist. I think it was a 4-unit. And so you're not just doing the art, but you're learning, kind of doing a little hands-on art study. And so she has 2, she has the Americana, and she has like the Impressionist. She's going to so clarify me if I'm wrong, but that's how it is. And she has the 2 studies, and it's in a book. And so you have like your part where you're studying and you're learning about the art and about the artist, and then you have it where you actually learn to do that art in a book. And what's really cool, so for moms like me, I like, is the fact that you buy it the one time and you have access to it for as many kids in your home as you need. I think she has something different for if you're a co-op, but it allows it to be affordable for a mom of many like me. Second is it's not heavily involved stuff. Okay, that's a big one for me. It is not heavily involved. What's nice is I can print the book off, or I can buy the book, whichever you prefer. You can print or buy the book. And you can print the book off. I can give each child a copy. I can put them in front of the computer, and they can watch how to do this stuff and get their lessons. And guess who's not involved? Which I like. So that was really, really neat. And I loved getting to know her. I ran into a couple times, my camera battery died, or I had a couple times where I have to do the audio separate. It is so loud in that convention hall. It's like deafening loud. And so you kind of adjust to it, but you get a sense like you have a sinus congestion because your ears are just in protective mode. What does Renee say? Benet says, I spent a lot of time looking at Bookshark this year, but decided to wait till next year since my oldest is technically pre-K, but we are doing kindergarten. Yeah, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not an advocate for early learning. Not constructive early learning, not textbook early learning. You know, there's so much you can do and enjoy just reading good books and being outside. And I have to tell you, being outside. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I went and seen Giles Frontier. So I've been calling it Giles because it's a G, but it's actually a soft G. It's Giles. Giles Frontier. I found them from Schoolhouse, Farmhouse site, and I went to see her. Oh my goodness, I could post videos of us having giggle fits. She is the most adorable, Holly Giles, the most adorable, lovable, just you want to sit and have coffee and spend the whole afternoon with her kind of person. Homeschool mom who builds a nature study based curriculum because her kids didn't want to be inside. And you know, she comes from a place where her son, she was told that her son would not learn, and the public school didn't even want him. And so she brought him home, and all he wanted to do was be outside. So she started building a curriculum around him. And from that, she shared it, and it's nature studies. And she says, you know, I don't want to call it Charlotte Mason because we're not really Charlotte Mason families, but we do nature studies, and a lot of Charlotte Mason likes our nature study. And so she has a lot of cool stuff going on. So I had to go visit with her yesterday too. Just fantastic. If you caught on Facebook, I feel really bad. I almost feel like stalker material. Let's have some coffee on that. The night before last, I ran into Andrew Pudwa from Institute of Excellence in Writing in Publix. And I was like, selfie, you know, and I'm sure it's like this crazy woman in Publix wants a selfie with me. My phone was dead. So I'm like stalking as I'm walking by his booth, waiting for him to show up. And so he showed up, and I posted on Instagram like midnight last night. I was like, you know, kind of deal. And then I was like, okay, now we got to do our selfie together. And my kids were just like so thrilled. They're like, our writing teacher. Hi, Marissa, excited for art. I've never found one we love. It's the one thing missing from our homeschool. There you go. You've got to check her out. She's adorable. Marissa's really adorable to me. I'm sad, like I'm bringing them to you and I'm trying to get these videos for you. I hate them, and I feel like as good as it is, you can't really tell how just amazingly awesome these moms are. And I'm loving the homeschool mom products, or the homeschool mom entrepreneurs that are building it and bringing it together. I actually just did our curriculum haul on my new channel, although I stink at recording it. Renee, I now keep thinking Renee. Renee, is that on your Benet channel right here with your name, or is that a different channel? If it's a different channel, write down what your channel is so they can go follow it. All right, Yellow Spot says I've got it going on. I said it right. Sounds like just what I need. Can you post a link to it, please? Yes, go and click and follow Yellow Spot Sun, and then Yellow Spot, throw in your web address in the comments so that they can follow it, and I will stick that in there. I say that, but Yellow Spot, when this is over, please your information in the comments so you don't have to worry about me. No, it's Our Boys Life. Okay, so it's Our Boys Life is Benet's curriculum hall. Yeah, I'm a stalker. So I got done with Marissa. I went and seen Lee Giles, or not Lee Giles. I went and seen Holly Giles. What else did I do? I can't even think. I know that at that time, Tatiana and I just like perused up and down. Oh, I did go see. They can't. All right, I'm going to give you a blue wrench. That's huge. You can now post your link. Thank you for reminding me, Weetree. So I did go see Grace Under Fire and another one, Parkland Educators. So Grace Under Fire, I think it's Grace Under Fire, Grace Against something. Can't remember. I posted her on Instagram. She's really cool. She's really dealing with social media as a mom and giving you the tools you need to help your daughter and how to do mom-daughter dates and making sure that connection's still there is what I met with her. And her and I got talking about social media. I'm like, yeah, I'm on social media a lot, but my kids aren't. And we've talked back and forth, and actually it went and we got talking about like what has come from me being on social media, my kids not being on social media. My kids actually don't feel like they're missing anything because I am so active on social media. They see the way that I handle trolls, bullying, encouragement to others through YouTube, that they see it for the really cool thing that it is. And we had that discussion about that. We also discussed about the fact that even though I didn't get a video with her, it's so, somebody's doing something over there next to her and it's so loud. It just was, I couldn't get a video with her. She's not in a really good spot. But we were talking about, sometimes we get so caught up with like, Facebook's a good example. Facebook has a lot of really powerful things it can do and benefit us. But Facebook also has a negative condemnation of being, whiny, filth, complaining, showing off and all of those kind of things. And the reality is when we are good, we need to saturate those places with good. God says, darkness will not be where the light is. So go put the light there. If there is not that influence in that place that makes it a great place, go put the light in there and it will become good. And so that's what I feel like with doing, for me, being on social media, is that ability to add light to places that tend to be dark. And as we all come together and we do that, it changes the places we go. And, and it's teaching my children that too. And so that was really neat. Then the gal next to her was amazing. She's a Florida virtual school mom, teacher. And she has these books coming out on leadership. It's Parkland. And I have her tagged in my Instagram. And she talks about building leaders. So that was just phenomenal. So by that point, I got back with Tatiana, and Tatiana and I drug each other from the Christian Light Education, Rod and Staff, Sunlight, Rainbow Resources. I don't know. We just went all over. Next thing you knew, it was 8 o'clock at night. And I mean, you're going to see in some of my videos, I'm just like trying to keep my eyes open because I was just wore out. I mean, by the time I got done, I got out of there about 8:10. I got picked up around 9. I didn't even care. I wasn't like, there's stuff I could be doing. I was just like, I'm going to sit on this bench and I'm going to put my feet up on my bag. And when my mom gets here, I don't even care. And I just, I didn't care. I was just like, I don't mind. I'll just sit here and relax. So today I'm planning on, I have some things. I have not gone and seen Connie Alberts. Connie Alberts is an amazing homeschool speaker. She has her own booth. She goes all over the country and does an amazing job. She actually, I think, was on the board for FPEA. I think. She has, I'm sure she's speaking, having workshops, so you can purchase her workshops. I met her several years ago there with Cheryl. Actually, when I met Cheryl, I met Connie. And so I have to go see her. I'm going to go see Sherry. Sherry is the author of the Apologia Marine Biology textbooks for high school. And I met her when I met Connie and Cheryl 4 years ago. And so I'm excited. I'm going to go hug her neck and I'm going to do a video with her today. I am working on a video collaboration with Focus on the Family with the Adventures in Odyssey. I'm really excited about that. I don't know if y'all know, but we are Adventure and Odyssey junkie fans. I mean, we don't watch movies when we drive. We listen to Adventures in Odyssey, which is part of the reason I got a new stereo system, so we can go back to listening to DVDs. And they have a club starting up that I'm going to get video on about the club, because you can actually have access to all of the audios, and you can download them to your phone and then play them, and then it's like a lending library, and then you return any of those. So you can download up to 4 at a time, and then you send them back up and you download, so you don't have to constantly be streaming, which is good for my data plan that is 0 at the moment. So I'm really excited about them. YWAM, which I love them. They're biographies. They're a publisher that they write nothing but biographies of historical like the American history, missionaries, and the best way to learn history and the best way to learn about anybody, and this is kind of a Charlotte Mason living book style, is through biographies. And they're phenomenal biographies. And we first got introduced to them by, we got a Sunlight curriculum, what is it? Like a core. And one of their books were in there. And we read it and we're just like, oh, these are good. And they're affordable too. Like right now they have a convention special. If you buy 10, they're $5.50 each. So that was good. I stopped by Lamplighter. I was hoping to see Mark Hamby, but he's not here this year. I'm going to just call him instead. I'm going to be like, I was going to see you, so I haven't called you, but I'm going to call you instead now, because I want to talk to him about a few things. I did take my book that got hidden. Remember the book that got hidden on Instagram? The one that the 2-year-old hid in the toilet that we just got in because the 12-year-old was reading it more than paying attention to her. So she put it in the toilet, shut the lid, and hid the book. And it was ruined, and I baked in the whole yard. So I brought my ruined book to Lamplighter, and I was just like, can I get a discount and replace this book, please? And so it wasn't much. It was like the best price they could give me for convention, you know, where you would buy a lot of them to get that price. They gave that for me for the one book. I'm good. I'll take it. So I bought that. What else did I do? I don't know. Oh, you know, I want to go see Fun Schooling. That's who I want to go see. Fun Schooling is another homeschool mom business that is, it's really almost, I'm going to say from what I've seen so far, it's very much unschooling in a book, if that makes sense. It's like the template you need to go learn anything you want to do, and it tells you how to record and what to record. And so it'll have pages where it says 5 things I want to learn. You write those 5 things down. And then it gives you pages like find books and things like that. So I want to go and get a video of that. So any of you that know any curriculums that you think would be fun to go get, let me know. Just write them down and let me know what they are. And I'll see if I can get to them. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm going to run out of time. And I mean, I put so much pressure on myself. There's 10 hours left. I've not made it to a single workshop. It's 10 hours left. And I feel like I'm going to run out of time. I haven't even got a video up of my favorite, one of my favorite toys is Dr. Drew. And I already seen him. I seen him immediately when I came in, and he lost his voice. So I'm like, I don't know how this is going to work. I think I have old video. I have to go through my edits and see if I can find some old videos on his stuff. Listen, you can't slow down. It's over before you know it and you miss it. Go at it full speed. Plenty of coffee. Oh, let me tell you, if I ever had qualms about buying good coffee to brew at home, they were all destroyed yesterday. So I got to the point, I'm like, I can't speak my name. I need coffee. And so Tatiana's like, Starbucks is over here. Let's go get Starbucks. All right, listen, I don't get out much. So I might be a little naive on some things. That being said, imagine my shock when I ordered a large drip coffee and it was over $5. I'm like, that's a half a bag of micro small batch brewed coffee being, thoughtfully collected and community minded in the countries that they're collecting. That's half a bag. Do you know how many cups I can brew for that? So I'm looking at this tall Starbucks going, I will never complain about my $9 bag of coffee ever again. Ever again. That was an eye-opener for me. That was an eye-opener. All right, so I'm gonna have to start getting ready so I can go be red-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm gonna try and keeping up with taking the Instagram photos so that you can kind of feel like you visited the different places. I think that's it. That's all I got. But I feel like it's gonna be over before I know it. I think it ends 7 o'clock tonight. Then it's done. So one of two things. I'm not a big Starbucks coffee drinker either, for a lot of reasons. But I was in need of the caffeine jolt because I just wasn't getting any juice out of the raisins. I needed the caffeine. I figured two things will happen today. I will go full force till 7 o'clock and the entire expo shuts down. Or I'm going to hit 2 o'clock and not know my name and I'll be like, Mom, come get me. No. I will say being here at the Gaylord Palms for the convention, that it is so much easier than driving. In all my years, this is the first time of being like dropped off and picked up. And they love it. They don't have to come out of the car. Text them, they're there in 10, 15 minutes, and it's good to go. It's good to go. And it was so easy and it's so convenient. I wheel my little cart. I really, really love that. I like Starbucks, but only allow myself one per cup per month. I could see, man, that stuff is crazy expensive. I was like, just was kind of like, is there gold in here? All right, I need to grab a pencil. I'm going to give you a beautiful view to look at. Let me give you a pencil. And so to this giveaway. What you probably don't see Isn't that amazing? Let's see if I can do it. There was hot air balloons. I don't want to imagine that as my coffee view. It's really gorgeous, and it's gorgeous out here, and it's quiet. I'm not really a city girl. I'm not a city girl. Okay. So you guys have good odds. Let's do the giveaway. So if you are interested in the giveaway, you're going to have to send me right away. Email at me, message it to me on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Just send me a message. You have to send me your address today is the deal for the Book Shark. So this is the Book Shark kit. There's a link to get the entire instructions. It's everything you need to make a little telegraph. It comes with the lesson about, I guess that would be Alexander Graham Bell, or was it the telegraph? You'll get the lesson on the inventor for the telegraph, and you get the $5 bonus convention coupon. So if you're shopping for Book Shark, this is good. So yes, this is limited to just the live show. This is a live show giveaway. If you're watching this after the fact, you should have been up drinking your coffee half awake. So you need, yes, it's, okay, so Benet says, after ding THM, I can't do Starbucks, it's way too sweet. What you need to do is just say, sign me up, or I'm in. No, type Book Shark. Type Book Shark, and I'm going to write your name. I got a bowl. We are so high-teching it here. And I am going to put it in. Lily says, love watching you. You're so real. Thanks. If you meet me in person, you know that it's kind of a fault. I have no way of faking it. The space cannot fake it. Renee is under Book Shark. All right, so Renee's in. Trish, you make me miss home with that view. I'm telling you. House of Littles, are you in? You have to type Book Shark. Book Shark. Lily says Book Shark. That's why I call my baby girl Lily. It's Leona, but I call her Lily. My sister made me. She's like, because it's my grandmother's name, my great-grandmother. And she's like, that woman was crazy. And, all right, so far it's just Benet and Lily up for Book Shark. Anybody else? All the odds are good. It's looking 50-50. It's looking 50. Come on, House of Littles. Are you up for it? Or are you waiting to go to your convention? Because you can get these at convention. Okay, Benet. I really love that name, Benet. Benet is in. Pepper and Pine, good morning. Nope, I'm starting the giveaway right now. It is for this really cool little Book Shark science kit. It comes with everything you need to make a telegraph, right? A telegraph. And it has the lesson plans, the link to it, plus a $5 coupon. $5 coupon. I got to put Lily in. You type Book Shark to enter, because I know not everybody wants it, so, or needs it. Lily is in. Pepper and Pine, are you in? Just type Book Shark. I'm going to put you in. The only thing I have to have, you have to send me your address. Book Shark. I'm writing Book Shark, and that's crazy. Lily, I just put you in here. I'm sorry I didn't show you. Pepper and Pine, that's Hannah. Jessica is in the house. She says Book Shark. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Hannah. You are up early to be up here, girl. Up early. Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you. So there's Homeschool Panda. Have y'all heard of Homeschool Panda? I'm just putting you Jessica P. Homeschool Panda is a really cool app. I'm going to go talk to them more about it. They are a homeschool app, and right now it's all free. And like you can do all your homeschool planning in there. You can do your budget and stuff like that, which is really, really neat. House of Littles. And there's supposed to be a way that you can do community in there. There you are, House of Littles. I downloaded it last night after you posted about it. I'm going to play with it some more. Good. Tell me. Come back and tell me about it. Come back and leave me a review. There's my mom. She's like, play with it and tell me about it. I haven't downloaded it yet. And I need to. I just imagine that I haven't had a chance to. But I'm going to talk to them more about it. Okay, is that it? Are you lesson planning with Homeschool Panda next year? You're going to do a review? Oh, she'd love it. She's so sweet. Saida? She is the founder of Homeschool Planner. It's Homeschool Panda. Is a YouTube mom, Precious Years. You can follow her there. And her husband are app builders, and they built it. All right, House of Little, I have you. Is it Google Play Store? Yes, it is. And you can go online. I forgot all about them. You can go online. Homeschool Panda. You can download an app. It's all interchangeable. I mean, it's an app. And you can use your phone. You can use your computer to access it. There's one like a homeschool planner I downloaded years ago. It was like $8. But it was only on my tablet. I couldn't do it on my computer, and it made it so frustrating. Okay, is that it? I'm down. I don't have a lot of viewers this morning. 7 is kind of early. Okay, you ready? Y'all are watching. There's no cheating going on. Dun, dun, dun. Y'all can read it before me. Who is it? Pepper and Pine. You're getting one. Woo woo. All right, Hannah, send me your address so that I can get this mailed to you. Because Bookshark is mailing it. Not me. So I'm going to send a really cute note from me. So get that. Get that. Email. Yeah. Yeah. I know, I'm not quite awake yet. Renee says, I've been using Homeschool Tracker Basic for 12 years. I'm up for trying something new. You know, I run into, and I really like the idea of being able to do it via Instagram. I love being able to do it online and typing it, but I'm going to be honest. I get a little bit, my attention span doesn't stay online. I get distracted. Oh, Zaina, you missed it. I just did it. Congrats, Pepper and Pine. So I get really distracted. And I find if I do it on paper, and whatever I write on paper, I retain better. So like they have like the guides that you can get online, or you can get them in paper. I want them in paper versus, so 1, I don't need it next year, but 2, I know I have those limitations. I'm hearing a baby cry. And I immediately am like this, and then I remember I don't have one of my babies here. That's not my baby crying. Once a mom, always a mom. I can hear that child. And I don't think I would do well living in a big apartment complex. Hearing children, I'd be like, kind of deal. But somebody just woke up. So I'm going to get it together, and go back to convention and Instagram my way through the expo. I've not gone to a single workshop. I have to go buy my MP3s so I can download them. The mama does come out. I write it on paper first, then transfer it to the homeschool tracker. My hubs laughs at me because I work so hard. I don't know, you know, everywhere I go, always paper. I'm writing on the back of receipts and stuff. And it's like, my husband's like, you can write that in your phone. I'm like, it's not writing. I'm writing it on paper. Even on, I mean, I almost did this with a napkin, like paper towel. I'm like, I just have to write it out. My hand and my brain work together better than them alone separate or something like that. So I think there's children getting in the pool already. So I will tell you about my view. Hot air balloons this morning is beautiful. It's kind of hazy, so it was hard to get it out there. Good morning, Mama Schmooze. Don't worry, I'm fixing to get off so you can watch the whole thing over again. We've been up here for an hour. I should go. This is the only fearful part about me doing a live show for coffee every morning is I'll just sit here and keep talking because I have no concept of time. Hence why I need a planner with like the hours on it. It'll be fun. I love y'all. Thanks for coming to visit me. We'll see you later. Peace out.